Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most popular country songs in the nation based on radio airplay reported each week to media-based 24/7 for the chart week of December 10th, 2022. Before I start counting down this week's biggest hits, here's a look back at last week's top three. At number 3 was Fall in Love by Bailey Zimmerman. At number 2 was Half of Me by Thomas Rhett and Riley Green. And the number 1 song last week was Don't Come Lookin', the first number 1 hit by Jackson Dean. Now, can Jackson hang on to that number 1 spot for a second week? We'll find out soon. First, we'll get started with the latest by Parmalee as they slip a spot to number 40, Girl in Mine. And moving up one to number 39, Scotty McCreery with It Matters to Her. Slipping a spot to number 38, Zach Bryan with Something in the Orange. Moving up one to number 37, Matt Stale with Man Made. Holding steady at number 36, Dylan Carmichael with Son of A. At number 35, slipping a spot, Randy Houser with Note to Self. Moving up one to number 34, Kenny Chesney and Old Dominion, Beer with My Friends. Holding steady at number 33, Dan and Shay with You. At number 32 again this week, here's Walker Hayes with Y'all Life. At number 31 again this week, Shane Prophet with How It Ought to Be. In his 18th week in the countdown, spending another week at number 30, Joe Nichols with Good Day for Living. At number 29 again this week, Keith Urban with Brown Eyes Baby. At number 28 again this week, here's Cody Johnson with Human. Slipping a spot to number 27, Sam Hunt with Water Under the Bridge. At number 26, down a spot, Chris Stapleton with Joy of My Life. Up 2 spots to number 25, it's Corey Kent with Wild as Her. Slipping 2 spots to number 24, Blake Shelton with Nobody. At number 23 in his 10th week on the chart, climbing 1, Parker McCollum with Handle on You. Slipping a spot to number 22 is Dierks Bentley with Gold. And slipping back a spot to number 21, Hardy and Lainey Wilson with Wait in the Truck. In just his 4th week in the countdown, he's up 3 spots to number 20, Morgan Wallen with Thought You Should Know. For the 3rd week in a row at number 19, Luke Combs with Going, Going, Gone. At number 18 again this week, here's Carly Pearson, What He Didn't Do. At number 17 again, here's Brett Young with You Didn't. At number 16 again this week, here's Lainey Wilson, Heart Like a Truck. Holding at number 15 for the 3rd week, it's Zach Brown Band with Out in the Middle. At number 14, 3rd week in a row, it's Jason Aldean when That's What Tequila Does. Holding at number 13 for the 3rd week, it's Kane Brown and Caitlin Brown, Thank God. At number 12, 3rd week in a row, it's Nate Smith with Whiskey on You. Here's last week's number 1, tumbling to number 11, Jackson Dean and Don't Come Lookin'. Now we're up to the top 10. Gabby Barrett picks up 1 this week and re-enters the top 10 this week at number 10 with Pick Me Up. Here's a former number 1, slipping a spot to number 9, Tyler Hubbard with 5'9". The 8th most popular song this week, up 1, it's Luke Bryan with Country On. Leaping 3 spots to number 7, it's Jordan Davis with What My World Spins Around. Inching up 1 to number 6, Jimmy Allen with Down Home. Here's a former number 1, slipping a spot to number 5, Morgan Wallen and You Proof. And back up a notch to number 4, the former number 1 hit by Cole Swindell, She Had Me at Heads, Carolina. Leaping 3 spots to number 3 is Jelly Roll with Son of a Sinner. Here's a former number 1 spending its 2nd week at number 2, Thomas Rhett and Riley Green with Half of Me. And leaping 2 spots this week to score his very first number 1 country hit, it's Bailey Zimmerman, taking 20 weeks to reach the top. Here's Fall in Love. That's your top 40 this week. I'm Chris. Thanks for listening.